Ahead. 40 in a row. 4-0. If you're gonna miss on one, not 39.
Forty.
Okay, rotate one spot to your left. Alright, let's go for volunteering. You're gonna be right there. Now what I want you guys to do is do volley to volley. Okay? I know some of you have already played today, but when we go out, before we go out, we spend time warming up. We do all this stuff. One thing that we never warm up is our eyes. Okay? So we always start, all of my lessons start with volley to volley to warm up your eyes. Because we've all been there. We got out and played for like the first 20 minutes. You're like, I can't see the ball or whatever. You didn't spend any time warming up your eyes. So we're going to be cooperative. And I want you to really focus on your backhands. Because with your backhands, you can cover all this area right here. With a forehand, you can only cover right here. Okay? So we're going to do a little backhand. So just go here, backhand to backhand. Cooperative. Here we go, here we go. In the air, move in, move in, move in, move in. So there you go. Slow it down, girl. All right. 20 in a row. 2-0. Woo! 20 in a row. Nice control.
Ah!
Go for it. Come on in. Whoa! She's angry. She's angry. I love it. I love it. Okay. So there are three things. Some of you have already heard this before. There are three things that never lie. Number one, the mirror. Number two, the camera. Number three, your opponent's paddle never lies. Okay. So one of the things is what we call paddle up, paddle ready. Okay. So after we hit, okay, where should our paddle go? Paddle up, paddle ready. After I hit, my paddle should remain up at all times. It should not come into here like a little T-Rex. This is comfortable. You know if it's comfortable, it is wrong. Okay? It should not hang down by your arms, should not hang down by your side. Do not watch pro pickleball and watch them in between shots because they will always hang their arms down like so until the ball So if I hit the ball over there, it's going to take at least 4 seconds for the ball to get over there. If you're going to hit it, I'll relax. As soon as I see you're going to hit it to Tim, I'll still hang up. But as soon as that ball heads over, they'll get their paddle off. Okay, so just checking. So there's your paddle in between shots. Okay, you see where that's at? So if see where her paddle's at? Yeah, this one was this is out. Okay, all right. Tim, I got the back of your heel, but look where your elbows are. They are. Your elbow's actually behind you, and the ball was in play at the time. Okay, this is the best one yet.
I'm ready.
Yeah, you're ready. Okay. The sad part, don't go anywhere because you're not much better. Okay. So again, we want to keep our arms up, and again, when your arms were hanging down, the ball was in play, right? So you want to have this paddle up at all times because if my paddle has to go from here to here, that's adding a variable. Okay. The less in pickleball, the less this moves, the greater chance for success. Okay, so we want to keep those arms up out in front of us because when we are playing, okay, even when you're dinking, I did not wake up this morning to dink all day long. I woke up to look to attack off my dink. So if I was playing, right, and I was Tim, I would never wear a shirt that said Lucky Brand right there because that's a target, right? So you'll always see pickleball players wearing no targets on their shirt, right? Like it's going to be. So you want to go up after each shot. Okay, back to that ready position. I don't know what level you are, so if you're like 3-5, the difference between you and the 4-0s is the 4-0s do 5 little things better than you. That's all. There's nothing major that they do that is, oh my God, their 4-0s are so amazing. No, they just do 5 little things better than you. And that might be keeping that paddle up after each shot. So let's go again, 20 in a row, paddles up. Paddles up,
Switch.
paddles right. What? Same spot? Same spot, good. Paddle up, paddle ready. We're already better. Already, slow it down, you kids. But, oh, that's sugar, baby. That's sugar. Good, good, good. Yes, just arms up, buddy.
Sorry.
Arms up.
So frustrating.
Good, good. Better, better. But you are working her. Nice.
Me?
Yeah, that's better. That's a lot better. That's a lot better. Good. Excellent. Excellent. Good. Good, good. Great job. Great job. Great job. Great job. All right, hold up. That is way better. That is like already way better. And it was just average, but it was way better than when you know, 5 minutes ago it was 4. Now it's at the average. If you practice that, it's one thing that players do not practice enough is hand battles, going straight ahead. When you get into a hand battle, the player who practices it the most is usually going to be the player who's going to win it. But what do we practice? We practice dinking, we practice drops, and then we play. That's kind of our whole thing right there. Okay. So there's all these little things in the game that you want to practice. Okay. How long you been playing?
About a year and a half.
What level are you?
Like 3 point something lost.
Okay.
3.2 is my super.
All right. So 3.2. Okay. How long you been playing?
Same year and a half.
Year and a half. Where you at?
3, 3, 1. Wait. Subtract some.
Alright. How long you been playing? Where you at? Okay.
I've been playing backyard off and on for about 4 years. I have no clue what I am.
Okay, that's fine.
Playing with the same people all the time.
That's perfect. All right, so you've been like, we'll say like a 3-5. Okay, we're just gonna say that, right?
Okay.
And how long have you been at that level? Too long. There you go. Too long. That's the most common answer. Too long. I've been at this level forever. It seems like. It is not that your game stinks. It's your practice stinks. All right, it's your practice.
Assuming we practice.
That's exactly part of it, right? Yeah. What was that word again? That's how when people say, I've been a 3-5 for 4 years now. How do I get to the next level? Okay, how many times a week do you drill? Drill? None. How many times, I play 7 days a week though. Unfortunately, you do not get better by playing.
Mm-hmm.
You will reach a plateau, and that's as far as your athletic ability has taken you.
Mm-hmm.
And you go beyond that, now you have to do that thing called drilling or practice. Now that's hard to do. Or everyone thinks it's hard to do. But when you guys are playing Honcho and you guys are doing open play, you can be drilling while everyone else is playing. And how do you do that is you walk out there with a purpose. Today I'm going to work on my fifth shot drop. Today I'm going to work on my cross-court deeds. Whatever it is. So I go on the court and I say, hey, Tim, today I'm going to work on my fifth shot drops. What do you want to work on? Tim says, I want to work on my return to serve. So when I miss eight fifth shot drops, he doesn't roll his eyes at me and go, how did I get stuck with him? And when he misses 8 returns, I don't say, how do I get stuck with him? So we give each other permission to suck. Right? Okay? But if I say to you, hey, I'm going to work on my fifth shot drops, what do you want to work on? And he says, just win, baby. That is probably our last date. We are not a good pair. I want to improve. He just wants to win. The thing is, if we're both 3-5, and I go out there with that mentality, I will get better. And I will say, bye-bye, Tim, because you're going to stay right where you are. Okay? So I want to do a little dinking game as our warm-up. We're going to play, the ball has to go over 4 times before the point starts. Then you're going to play it out. It is all dinking. Okay? If the ball lands, let's say you dink it, I dink it, and it lands in the pantry right here. I made that up. That was good. In the pantry, okay? If it lands in the pantry, keep playing it. But if I dink it and it goes way back there, well, that wasn't really a dink. Okay? So the ball has to go over 4 times before the point starts. Okay? All right, let's begin. Ready? 1 ball among the 4 of you. Are you ready? I'll put it in play. So this is called ooh-ah, ooh-ah. Because it's easier than counting to 4. Okay? Move up, move up, move up. Okay? Dude, what is with your shoes? They sparkle.
They're the same shoes.
They did
not find you last time.
Man, I don't know. It must be the light. Ooh. Ah. Ooh. Now we play. All right. We get our GG. Let's go again.
Oh, ah,
Ooh. Let's do it again.
oh, ah,
Ooh.
ooh, ah.
Now we play. All right. Oh. 1-0 over there. That's good. And you have go 4 times. Here we go.
Ooh.
Ooh. No point. No point. 1-1. Here we go. 1-1.
Ooh.
Ooh. Now we play. Good, good.
Yours.
Good, good. Love it, love it. Good. That was good, though. Good. 2-1, they're up over there. Good. Soft, soft. Beautiful. Beautiful. Thank you. 2-2. Here we go. 2-2. We'll play to 5. If you're doing so well. Ooh. Now we play. 3-2, they're up over here. Ooh. Good. Nice, nice. Good.
Yours.
It's okay.
4-2.
4-2, baby. 4-2. That might be the best point in the history of pickleball. The average number of shots per point for the recreational player is 4. That's the average number of shots per point. For the pros is 20 to 30. I thought you liked pickleball. Okay? But we're, as recreational players, we're always trying to end it. Why are 75% of the players rated 3.5 and below? Because pickleball. Only 25% of the people who play are better than 3.5. And the answer is easy. They're impatient.
As you said last time, tired of success.
They get bored with success, right? They feel like they need to do something. Okay? So the purpose of dinking is, besides irritate your opponent, the purpose of dinking is to win. Is to win. Dinking wins. The game is won and lost up here. You do not win points from back there. Now, sure, periodically you'll hit a drive and they'll miss it and they'll donate it, right? But when you're back there, that means there's 2 players usually up here, right? And so the team at the net has a 80% chance of winning that point unless you donate. Right? Okay. So, but once you get up here, this is when all the fun. I call this area the party. This is when all the fun begins. Okay. Rotate one spot to your left. We're gonna play one more game. One more game, but after 4 shots, anything goes. Except lobbing, no lobbing. Anything goes. If you get an attackable ball, you can attack it. Okay? Here we go. Go ahead. Ooh. Ooh. Play. That is good. Ooh. Oh, go ball. Here we go. Nice try.
Oh, sorry, man.
So, you got bored with success. Why did you change the direction? You were not in trouble, were you? No. Yeah, do not get bored with success. Go again. Here we go. Ready, go. Good.
That's good. Oh, he said good.
After 4.
I can't count.
That's okay. Ready? Go.
Oh, sorry.
Go again. Go again.
Ooh. Ooh. I know, I know, I know, I know.
Go ahead. Go ahead. Go ahead. You're good. You're good.
Ah. Ooh. Ah.
Whoa.
There, you were there. You had it. So in our 4 minutes of playing, we've already figured out who has the least amount of patience. Out of it being pulled, out of the trigger being pulled about 5 times, you pulled it 4 of the 5. Yeah, okay. Remember, the team that pulls the trigger first will lose 66% of those points. You think you're doing something different, okay, and that doesn't mean that you don't want to pull the trigger, but you need to set up to clean up. Set up to clean up. Okay? So and what I mean by that is when you're dinking, you're gonna move them around, right? And if he gets it and pops it up above my waist, above my chest, I will clean it up. Down here, this is a tough one. This is kind of tough. I'll be patient here. Okay? Maybe because from here you can do a lot with the ball. It doesn't necessarily mean we have to hit it home. Okay? So still good points. I mean, much more. You had more than 4 on a lot of the points. It's what we call, when we're playing, we're always striving to get to 5. If we can get to 5 shots, okay? And I'm talking individually, so that could be 20 points, 20 shots right there, okay? So that wasn't bad. Now, again, you guys, this is like a refresher. What is a dink? Okay, and why does it land in the kitchen? Okay, so it lands in the kitchen. So a dink is a non-attackable ball that lands in the kitchen. Non-attackable. If it lands in the kitchen, the ball will, it's a pickleball, the ball will never bounce higher than the level of the net. So it is non-attackable. Right, so a couple things. If, okay, the ball bounces and I'm going to attack it, or if the ball bounces at all, remember, paddle up, paddle ready. Okay, now, when you attack the ball, the only time you want to attack it is if you get a dead dink. And a dead dink is when I have perfect balance. If I did not have to move to the right or move to the left, I should do something with it. Okay? So when you're dinking, the purpose of dinking, besides just irritating your opponent, is to compromise them. Move them a little bit. Move them a step to the right, a step to the left. All four of you are good enough that there would be no reason to dink the ball right to Tim. If I'm good enough to dink it right to him, I am good enough to dink it over there. So I'm always thinking 2 shots ahead. But so often we just hit it right back to the person, and we wonder, why do I always hit it right back to him? Like, well, because unless you make a conscious effort to do something with the ball, it will go back on the same line as just thinking. Right? Okay, that's why we get these hand battles going straight ahead. You know, I'm over here going, oh shit, oh shit, oh shit, oh shit, change the direction, it's going too fast, right? I would have to make a conscious effort to change it. But I don't think that fast. Okay, but when you're thinking, you have lots of time. Lots of time. All right, you guys are playing in the tournament together, right? You guys come on, Tim, come on over here. You guys stay.
Hey.
Like I said, you cannot win points from way back there, right? From the baseline. Okay? But we will try. Right? We're gonna try, we try. When you hit a ball from the baseline, if it is a serve, a return a serve, a drive, a drop, whatever it is, the purpose of that is to set up an easier shot. Okay, that's the whole idea of it. If you are going to drive it, you drove it, which is the modern game of the ball today. It's not dropping your third shots anymore, it's driving them. And you're driving it, not to try to drive it away from them, but actually literally drive it where they can hit it. Okay, because if you hit offense, which a drive is, if you hit offense, they can't hit offense back. There's no such thing as 2 teams on offense at one time. Okay? Now, lots of times they will try, and then they usually miss. So if you hit offense at me, the best I can return it would be neutral. Should give you an easier fifth shot drop. So what we're going to do, you two are going to be at the net, okay? You two are going to be all the way back. So this is kind of like Jessica returned serve and she came in. Now you're hitting your third shot, okay? You can hit whatever you want, okay? As long as you make it.
Okay.
As long as there's only one bad third shot you can hit.
In the net.
What is that?
In the net.
Into the net. Because even if you give me a high drop or a high drive, you're okay. You're no back. Right? You're still okay. The point isn't over. But if you hit it into the net, the point is over, right? Okay? So you guys are going to go all the way back. I'm going to feed the ball. The only rule is no body. Okay? Yep. We'll do a couple warm-up points, and then we'll play a game called 7-11. You two are going to have to get 11 before they get 7. You have an 80% chance of winning this game. So you're starting right there, okay? You're on the offense. Once the ball